So here I'm using the same image over here. I just copied the right, and after that I'm going to use a Java option just to make your setup wizard as false, so that it will not show that initial setup wizard which you are getting. Okay, and also I'm going to copy security.groovy script to inside this Groovy script init location of Jenkins. And after that I would like to copy the plugins.txt file, and I would like to load the plugin. So these are the two steps I would like to take care. So the security.groovy is going to have my admin user creation, and plugins.txt is going to have all the plugins which I would like to add into the Jenkins image as a part of it. So I would like to plugins.txt file. I would like to make only one particular plugin, which is Git plugin. I want to have it as a default. I'm just making it, and other one is security.groovy file, and this one, and I would like to go for the content of security groovy. Yeah, so here is the one. So I would like, this is having two parts, but I would like to go for only for user creation. So I'm not going to copy everything, so just only to a certain extent, but later we'll use completely. And what I'm using, I'll explain you there. So here, and even I don't require some of the lines in this one. All right, so just save and quit. And yeah, I'm going to make my own image. So docker and build and -t local Jenkins dot. You can put any tag of your choice if you want, but I'm not using. I'm just going to use the latest tag, the default tag. So here your image your image has been made successfully. So hopefully I remove the container. Let me verify that. So there are no containers running. So docker run -d, which I would like to run in the background, and I would like to name it as Jenkins, and I would like to open the port 80 with 80 of my container, as well as 50,000 port of my server with 50,000 of my server with 50,000 of this one. And so I don't want to use any of the volumes right now. So because if you use volumes, you can get the previous builds and things like that. So here my intention is only for bootstrapping. So on the bootstrapping perspective, I don't require any of the volume right now. So if you want to maintain your so Jenkins with high availability inside your orchestration tool, so probably there you need to use your volume. So probably I might put some video in the later point of time, but right now that is not my interest. So my interest is only to bootstrap the Jenkins instance with in an unattended way. So that's what I want to make. And here I make my own Docker image, and the Docker image is local Jenkins. So I'm going to run it with my bad copy. Sorry. So here it's local / Jenkins. Okay, so let's run this, and docker logs -f Jenkins. So here in the log file you should not get any of the error. You should not get any of the exception while running the Groovy script. So you can see this Groovy script is running. You can see here the configure users is what the comment which we have kept, which we try to print while running the Groovy. Okay, so here it is, configuring users, and yeah, your Jenkins is up and running. Now if you just go here and make your Jenkins dashboard refresh, so you can just see your Jenkins. Yeah, you're done. And try to log in now, and it's just going to be admin, and there you go, you just got it. Okay, so it's not only about Jenkins, it's not only about your Jenkins bootstrapping in an unattended way. Even the jobs also should be created in the same way. So how do we create our Jenkins jobs in an automated way as with the code is by using seed jobs? Okay, so let's go and have a look on Jenkins seed job. So let's make one sample seed job. So let's go to the first documentation directly from job DSL documentation. So from GitHub, so you can just go there and you can put so if you just copy this code and keep it, and it can create a job for you. Okay, so how do you do that is, first of all, you need to install a plugin. So the plugin name is seed job. I would like to go for manage plugins, and I would like to go to available and seed jobs or seed Jenkins. Yeah, this is the plugin you need to install. So the plugin and its dependencies are getting created. So let's wait for it to complete. There you go. You got the plugin installed. So now I'm going to create a freestyle job, and the job is going to be just named as seed. It's a freestyle. I want to make it. Just click on OK, and here I'm on the build step. I'm going to use a process DSL, and so here you can keep your script here itself, or else you can so put it in some Git repository, and that Git repository, so once after it clones, you can put the location over here. As a file name inside this file system, it can look and it can execute. So now here I can just copy these. Okay, and I can just copy this. I'm going to paste it here. Yeah, done. So just click on save. But right now, if you go and look for the jobs, you have only one job, seed job, which you created. And if you create this particular job now, so let it run, the seed is running, and once after the seed runs, you'll be probably seeing another job as well. So you can see this job has been created. So if you open the seed job, it shows that what are the jobs it has been created. So it created DSL1 DSL tutorial 1 test. This job has been created by the seed job. So if you have 100 jobs, you can just specify all those particular jobs inside that particular file, or you can just so specify this over here. But we usually run that particular files. Run through a file, or I would like to enhance my Jenkins in such a way that I would like to put one more step ahead. And while bootstrapping my Jenkins, I would like to create this particular seed job, and that particular seed job is going to have a file to run this particular or the seed job is going to have a content to create all these particular jobs. I would like to do that. So for that, let me go and go and enhance my Docker image a little bit more and do that. So as I already mentioned, so this complete thing is already available inside my Git repository, and I'm going to do that now. Okay, so but still we're not completely going to do everything. So we are going to face some more issues. We'll find out how can you even automate those things, and then finally I'll pull it and run it. So for running this particular seed job, so I'm going to copy a few more content over here. So first thing first, you need to install one more plugin, right? So what is the plugin name is seed. So I'm just going to add seed there. Okay, so inside that, and after that I need to copy my DSL Groovy config.xml file, and these three files which are associated to create my seed job, I'm just going to add it to my Docker file. Okay, so these are all I'd like to do, and I need to create all these three. So cdsl Groovy, so which is going to have my the same one. So whatever what are the code we just copied from the internet, I just kept that particular code only. So sample job, so the same one. All right, and the next thing is after cdsl, you do require c job creating config.xml. So these two files are to create the jobs. Okay, so and the simple Groovy code will help you in doing that. So this code has been copied from different sources of GitHub. Okay, I haven't wrote this particular thing from scratch. I just copied from different sources. So thanks to those guys, but I don't remember those repository names to thank. Actually, I just copied from randomly, and I just made it work. That's all. So here is the code. So 7 quit, and so finally config.xml. So any job you create, it is going to be in the config.xml file format. So this is the job which you are going to create. So one see, if you look for those three Groovy scripts, So this Groovy script is to create a job, and while creating the job, it should require the configuration that is coming from this config.xml. And in the config.xml, you are going to put the Groovy script, and which is going to create the job. So that is this one. All right. So all three is ready, and I would like to remove the container which is already running. So you can just go ahead and give docker rm-f Jenkins. So the container is removed. Now if you go to the dashboard and refresh, you will not get any web page. The container is gone. Now I'm going to make the image once again. So putting all these things, and if your Docker image is successful, we can go ahead and run it. Yes, it is successful. And let's go and run my Jenkins once again and look for the logs. And you should not get ideally any of the error while running your Groovy scripts. So there you go. You can see that yeah, everything is fine. So Jenkins is fully up and running. You got the message Jenkins is fully up and running. Now your Jenkins is ready. So try to refresh, and you can see the C job is also ready now. Okay, along with the Jenkins. And I'd like to log in admin, and then admin, and go for manage Jenkins, and manage Jenkins. Let's go into the seed job and build now. So you can see your job is a failure. Yes. So why it is a failure, or if you just go inside the job, just go for the configure. This is what you expected. What do you expected is you do expect to have look for the file system, and so cdsl.groovy. So in that particular location you have cdsl, and it's going to look for that particular file. But anyhow, what is the error? Let's see the error. The error is so error script is not approved yet. So the Groovy scripts which you run through the Jenkins jobs is not allowed by default. So what you have to do is you have to go to the Jenkins, and you have to go to the manage Jenkins once again, and you have to go for in-script approval. So your Jenkins code is pending actually here. I have to go ahead and click it on approve manually. So we can even automate that, and we can get it done. So how do I do that is I can go to the manage Jenkins. So there is a plugin which is going to help you in that particular part. So let's go for available, and so there is something called as authorize project. So there is a plugin. You can install that particular plugin. That plugin can help you in approving your Groovy scripts. So here I have to install one more plugin, so which I would like to keep it so inside the plugin.txt. So what is that is authorize_project, authorize project. Okay, so how do you come to know about these names is basically you can just look for the log file. It is going to download the while making the image, it is going to download the plugins from this location. So here, so updates.jenkins.io, and in this location, sorry, so in your Docker this one, so here you have latest, and here you have authorize. So this is the location where your Jenkins always by default looks for your plugins. Okay, and its version it usually picks up, and authorize-project is there, and I just gave you that. That particular authorize-project. Okay, I need to add one more plugin as a part of it. Yeah, anyhow, so the plugin might be installed. Yes, done. You can just go back there, and so again go to the manage Jenkins. You have to enable some options: global security, configure global security. And so here what you need to do is, even after installing the plugin, the seed job would not be able to run it. So you can just go to the seed job, just click on build now. So this also will be a failure. Even after installing the plugin, you still get the same error. Okay, now what I can do is you can just go to the manage Jenkins. There is an option which is to configure that particular plugin you install. So here access control for build, so where you can select like project build authorization. You would like to run as user who triggered the build. So this is the best option which you have out there, and just click on save. Now if you just go to the seed job and run the seed job is going to create another job now. So you can see your build is successful. As your build is successful, so there is another job which get created here. Perfect. Okay, I would like to automate all these particular efforts, and to automate those particular efforts, I have so made some enhancements to the security.groovy to set up that is even so authorize configure projects. So this 2-line code is going to do that particular part. Okay, so what all I can do is you can just clone this particular repository and you can run from here, and remove the Jenkins, and let's clone that particular repository. So if you just clone it and if you run it, so ideally it should work. So it's Jenkins Groovy Docker and Docker build -t. So as a part of automation, I just gave even my build.sh, so some script just to so make a local Jenkins and run it. So I can just use that, or else you can make your own build. I would like to use build.sh. So it makes the image and launches the container, and everything comes up as expected. So creating a seed job, yeah, everything is fine. Jenkins is up, fully up and running. Now if you just go back there and so try to refresh, you got a brand new Jenkins once again. Yes, there you go. You can just go there and admin, and so you can see the seed job. Just go one click. So once after your Jenkins is ready, just click on build now, and you'll be having everything here, and just created the job. You can put 100 jobs out there, doesn't matter. Any of the plugins, you can just go there and you can find out. Okay, so that's how you can take care. And so thanks for watching this particular video. Please subscribe to my channel. Okay, and thank you once again. Bye.